Cortisol is sabotaging your weight loss. And what if I told you that trying to lower cortisol directly, it's not the solution? If you feel stuck, inflamed, or resistant to weight loss, no matter how disciplined you are, keep watching because today I'm breaking down why cortisol is blocking fat loss and what actually works when you get to the root cause. If you have been dealing with unexpected weight gain, or you cannot lose fat even though you're eating right, you're working out, love, stress hormones like cortisol are often guilty. And this is the pattern that I see constantly with high achieving women like you and me. You are already doing the right thing. Yoga, breathing, meditation, supplements, therapy, mindset work. And yes, all those things work, but if your body still feels unsafe, cortisol stays high. Reality is cortisol is not the enemy, it's just a survival hormone. The problem is not cortisol itself. The problem is why your body keep on needing it. Cortisol rises only when your body feels under attack. And the attack can be emotional, can be being always under pressure, can be having to deal with family, work, being successful, having to be on it with everything. But it can also be physical. Blood sugar crashes, inflammation, low iron, thyroid issues, gut issues, overtraining and undereating as well. At the end of the day, your body does not care where the stress is coming from. Stress is a stress. And guess what? When your body is constantly under stress, it's going to choose survival mode instead of fat loss. That's why I love telling you, just relax. It's not just unhelpful, but it's very dismissive as well because many of your stressors are real and unavoidable. So let's talk about how cortisol really blocks weight loss. First, cortisol is messing up with your hunger and cravings. High cortisol disrupts leptin, and this is the hormone who tells your brain when you are full. And when leptin is not working properly, well, guess what? Your brain doesn't know when you are satisfied, so you may be satisfied and you keep on eating. And that's exactly when cravings kicked in. And of course, especially for bad carbs and sugar. And these have nothing to do with lack of willpower. Think about it like your hunger switch is broken. Second, cortisol rises blood sugar. When cortisol stays high, your liver releases more glucose into your bloodstream. And that is great if you're running from danger, but not great if you're just sitting at your desk. The extra sugar, love, has nowhere to go. So what your body does is store it as fat, especially in the belly area. And this is when it gets tricky. Belly fat is not passive. It creates inflammation, and this inflammation creates more stress, and this stress creates more cortisol, and you get the point of the loop, right? Third, cortisol blocks insulin. Even if you're doing everything right, cortisol makes your cells resistant to insulin, which means fat loss stalls. And here is the most frustrating part. High blood sugar itself becomes another stressor. Now, here is the good news. You do not fix this by pushing harder. You fix this by making your body feel safe. And that, love, starts with regulation. The first thing I focus with my mentees is blood sugar balance. No dieting, no restrictions, not cutting more food, stability, ease. They eat protein, they eat fiber, they eat good carbs, and of course, healthy fats. No more skipping meals, no more running on coffee, no more eating crappy carbs. Because when blood sugar stabilizes, cortisol comes down naturally. The second piece, super important, nervous system regulation. If your body is stuck in fight or flight, fat loss will never happen. Simple practices like box breathing, I had talked about this before, or just slow breathing, gentle movements, going for a walk, things that make you happy. This calms your vagus nerve. And by the way, before you say this is nothing woo, this is biology. Why? Because when your nervous system feels safe, your hormones respond. The third piece is improving insulin sensitivity. This is where nourishment, movement, and muscle, they all come together. Not intense workouts, not punishment, just support. When insulin sensitivity improves, your body can finally use the fat for energy instead of storing it. And weight loss become easy and simple. This is why I love permanent weight loss. It is not about eating less and moving more. It's about regulation. It's about safety and working with your body instead of against it. If this sounds different from everything you had tried before, that's because it is. And if it feels lighter and refreshing and you're curious about it, I created a beautiful reset just for you. It's a gentle, supportive 12 days reset where I show you how to permanently lose weight with ease, supporting your nervous system, nourishing your body, and building habits that actually last. That's why it's permanent. No more extremes, no more pressure, no more overwhelm. Just simple steps that help your body feel safe again. And I cannot wait to see you in the reset and see the amazing results you are going to get.